Hey guys, Bear here from TGS with another Sherlock Holmes The Devil's Daughter live stream. Overall's number 2, today is for case 2 of Study in Green. Just to show you guys we completed Pray Tell 18 Clues, Condemning Lord Marsh. And now we're on the Study in Green, going for 1,000 gamer score. We're gonna continue. It's gonna be me running with ElektraVoltz. And that'll be that. I'll handle commentary, Electra will handle gameplay. We're good to go. Pretty much I do want to say real quick, if you watch this, drop a like, sub, check out our other content. If you check it out, drop a like and a comment. Go to thegamersociety.com, vote in our polls, check out our schedule. You can also check out our store. And lastly, join our clubs on Xbox, the Gamers Society Fan Club, and TGS Screenshot Club. As per today, we're going to play this for however long it takes. After that, I'll do Call of Duty World War II. And then tonight we have the Crew 2 at 10:30 and Minecraft 1 AM. And then tomorrow there should be 3 streams in the afternoon. I think GTA 5 at 12. We have PUBG. And currently Train Sim World. Any day now it'll load and we'll get started. And we'll be using the True Achievements walkthrough guide. This mission doesn't seem as long as the last one, so hopefully it's under 2 hours.
Yes! Well done, Watson!
Holmes, you're playing bowls? Indoors?
Not just any old bowls, Watson. Lawn bowling.
Seriously? With your injury? Oh, no. Mrs. Hudson is going to murder you.
Well, that's it for now. Time to go. Would you care to join me?
You're incorrigible. And where are we going, Holmes?
I'm participating in the final stage of the annual tournament held by the London Archaeological Institute's Bowling Club. It's an official invitation. I'll just need to dress suitably and then we can leave.
Alright, so after that we're going to go ahead and start moving forward with the story. This is the beginning of a missable skill-based achievement. So we got to get ready to handle this. So first we got to go into our room, the door right of the fireplace, and put on our sports clothes. Then we open our casebook and go to the club. And then we look around and look for a man in blue to continue. That's where the missable achievement is, Lawn Bowls Champion. Apparently we have to basically do some bowling. And we have to win or we miss the achieve. So we'll have to make sure we watch that. Going down to the club. Still reading Practical Motherhood. And then he knew I just called him, so he looked up at me and then was back to his reading. We will see what happens here. Should be an interesting run. We're also going to try and take a picture for an end screen. I have a bunch coming out Monday for all the games we started, so we'll add this to the list.
Mr. Holmes, you played very well yesterday. I'm obliged to you, Sir Charles. I play many outdoor sports. That's the key to my success. My friend Dr. Watson has decided to join me.
Really? Mr. Holmes, would you like to see the first prize? A rare stone Mayan quiche calendar. Mayan quiche?
Indeed. Their legendary king, Tekun Uman, has his statue just behind you. Although this one is a cast metal copy.
That? Oh.
Well, since only members may enter the clubhouse, we have exhibited the calendar outside. Please, explore.
I'd like to win the Mayan calendar. It's a beautiful work of art.
So I took controls for a sec here. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to see. I think there's a way to change our view, but we haven't played this in a while. It's been a few weeks. Oh, there we go. It's first person. A little bit better to look around. I do want to get a screenshot real quick as well for our end screen. Just gonna take a screenshot real quick, and we're off.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Are you ready to begin the final game? Yes. Let's start the final.
So here's the missable achievement. Basically, you have to beat your opponent by landing your balls down there. It seems like you press A and then you press A again or something like that. When the meter, hold on, let's see. You press A to start up the power meter, then press A again when the meter is around the middle to throw it out on the lawn. You have 4 red balls and your opponent will have 4 brown. You want to throw the red balls in the same manner. And after you throw one, it'll be your opponent's turn. Basically, we want to get more points so we can win the tournament, and if not, I guess we have to quickly restart the case and just come back to this part, which is pretty early on. We're 8 minutes in, so I'm not too concerned. Not really sure what we're doing here. Oh, way too hard. Where's the backspin? We're probably going to have to redo this, everyone. Sorry, guys. Well, there wasn't really an explanation of what the hell we're doing here, so. And I do not know this sport at all. And from the other dude, it doesn't seem like he does either, because we both have 0 points. We have to, like, hit the white ball? I'm not sure. Seems like we both stink. It's okay. No, why? The thing moves in a way that does not make it easy. Look, I touched mine. I got a point. Oh, that was wide. A little bit less. See how far this goes. I got it. I don't know if that counts for anything. People seem happy. And that guy just threw the worst throw ever. It's like, so we're both right there. I'm not really sure how this is to be interpreted. We got one. Apparently we just keep doing this, I guess. Next round. Let me see something real quick in the guide. I think it's first to 3. So what I'm gonna do is match my toss here. Right there, right on the yellow, red line is where I want to be. We're going to test something real quick. Going to see how close this gets. It's pretty close in power. And I hit it. First throw. See his terrible throw. I don't know where he's going. Nice little curve though, came back in. Bamboosh. A little too far to the right. Sure how he made it in the finals, but it'll do. Let's write the Sherlock toss. Oh, parking it right in between, I guess. A little bit further. Look, we made it square. Now it's a trap, isn't it? It's going too far left. I don't know what that means if I hit his. They're clapping though. We'll take that as a positive sign. According to Hitch, anyway, most communication is nonverbal. So. Maybe 2. Oh, 4. What the heck? Oh, I guess we get points for hitting balls. I'm not really sure. This is the weirdest thing I've done. We'll let Elektra do the final round. Sorry, ass hat with his ape toss. Here it goes. And we lost the entire match. Just kidding, guys. Try to get a victory and an achievement. That's the only missable achievement in the game, I believe.
Congratulations on your game, Mr. Holmes. Exceptional.
And there it is.
The ceremony will be tomorrow morning.
Lawn Ball's
See you
champion.
then to receive your prize.
It's not a rare achievement, though, hence why.
You will be there as well, Dr. Watson? Unfortunately,
For obvious
we are unable
reasons.
to attend tomorrow. Duty calls. Ah, what a pity. Let's go home.
So we're returning home to Baker Street, and once we're home, we'll have to conduct a portrait. And from there, we pretty much go through a cutscene, and we'll regain control. Then we'll fast travel back to the club, as it'll be the next day. And that's when the actual case begins. We have a few different things here. Quite a few characters to examine. And we're guaranteed at least 4 other achievements, I guess, during this run. And the mission is definitely quite long.
Oh, Daddy!
Hello, Mr. Bouvier.
Hello, Mr. Holmes.
Well, Caitlin?
Your costume!
Oh, don't you like it?
Oh, I do!
Caitlin, come on. Show some respect for your father.
You know, Father, Miss Alice was telling me all about her travels. She has already toured the world with her own father.
Your daughter is exquisite.
And just to think that she was aboard the Orient Express when it was attacked. What a dream.
Indeed.
She's so creative and imaginative. And that reminds me, would you allow Caitlin to visit me so that she can practice playing the piano?
I'm sorry, but that won't be possible, miss.
Oh, Father, why did you say that?
Caitlin, we are neighbours. We'll meet again. Until then, I shall leave you with this book.
Thank you, Miss Alice.
She wasn't a trustworthy person. She had an occult logo, suicidal, not to be around my daughter. And also, she had a love affair with a prisoner. And now we're going to fast travel back to the club. And that's when the actual case is going to begin. We're going to have to do some searching. And a few more analysis. Some imagination mode. Just sit here and smoke my pipe, no more mother books for me. Screenshotting that for a possible end screen for these streams. Grab another one here. Wait for it. Oh, they zoomed in, those a-holes. Thanks to whoever joined our screenshot club. Just got a notification. Alright. There we go, screenshotted. Now we're going.
Statue did it. It killed Zacharias.
Calm yourself now, Sir Charles. You've had a shock. Let the police do their duty.
What can a mere inspector like you do about it? You don't know anything.
A mere inspector? Phew. And now here comes Mr. Holmes.
Lestrade, are you here to receive a prize as well?
Very amusing, Holmes. You can go home. The ceremony's been cancelled. We've got a murder scene here.
Really? And to think I only came here for my prize.
I know, Holmes. I saw your name on the list of finalists. So go away.
You're not going to congratulate me?
What? Do you really think I'm that naive? You turning up out of the blue and then bam, a murder? There's a surprise.
Oh, you're making a spectacle of yourself, Lestrade. Let's just pretend that I am a simple consultant, your humble assistant.
Oh, all right then. A club member, Mr. Zacharias Greystoke, was killed at around 4 in the morning. There. Now don't mess around.
I promise that I won't, Inspector. What do you make of the facts?
It's quite clear. The murderer intended to steal the Mayan calendar. He was caught by Zacharias Greystoke. He then took up the first weapon that came to hand, the statue's spear, and killed Greystoke. Then he fled, just as Sir Charles was coming out of the club. Unfortunately, we've been unable to find any trail beyond the club's wall. It's as if the murderer vanished into thin air. Well, take a look for yourself.
We're going to start by going left and going around this side. Then we're going to activate Sherlock. Helen at the corner and look at the stone ground to see scratches on the stone.
Scratches on the stone. A broken branch. Somebody jumped into the tree and then over the wall.
Now we're going to return, talk to the guy again, and then examine the statue base.
You're still here?
Seems he had no interest in us. Let's go ahead and examine this.
Traces of metal on stone. The surface is damaged. The iron mounting rod is broken. Pieces from the pedestal. A piece of the statue's mounting rod. Traces of metal on stone. It looks like the statue broke away from its pedestal.
I think we made a major, obvious, observement here. We notice the statue has been removed, guys. Let's take a second to take this in.
If I believed Lestrade, this Mayan calendar was the reason behind the murder. This spear came from the statue on the pedestal.
While we're here, gotta remember, you got Rice on the road. So let's see.
Zacharias' folder with some documents.
Yep. Then we gotta pick up the pocket watch and examine the back before opening the front and examining it too. Seems to be
These drawings
somewhere.
represent the Mayan symbols.
Is that it right there? Yeah, there it is.
The case is scratched and dented. The case is... Tissot watch, Swiss, 1855. This watch is valuable and old. It's been through a great deal. Money was left inside the wallet. Dry leaves. They make a noise. Zacharias probably walked across them. All valuables were left on the victim. The strike was powerful and well aimed. Sir Charles, are you able to tell me in detail what happened?
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Well, to prepare for the awards ceremony, I decided to spend the night here at the club. I was sitting alone at my desk when I suddenly heard a loud, metallic sound and a terrible shout. I hurried outside and well, I found the body of Zacharias. And I swear it, I saw the statue of Tekun Uman running away.
You saw the statue running?
It was dark, but yes, I'm sure of it. It was running, and it was making the most horrible metal sound as it did so. And can't you see, the pedestal is now empty.
Did you know the victim?
Yes, of course. It was Zacharias Greystoke. He is... was a club member, and an excellent bowler.
But why was he here so early in the morning?
Oh, I don't know.
Sir Charles, where did the Mayan calendar come from?
It was donated anonymously. We received it shortly before the tournament, with a letter asking that it be awarded to the winner.
Is the calendar valuable?
Not really. It has historical value, of course, but to be truthful with you, Mr. Holmes, it isn't worth very much.
May I go in the clubhouse?
It's members only. I cannot authorize anyone unless that person has a written warrant from the police.
And what about the statue?
No idea yet. I imagine the thief must have taken it somehow.
Right, so they were thieves, and they were very well equipped?
Yes, must have been. Then there's also Sir Charles's version, but
Please, go on.
he said this morning that he was alone at his desk when he heard a shout. He went outside and saw Greystoke lying on the ground and... Believe it or not, he said that there was no one else on the green that night but the statue itself running away.
You mean that the statue might have killed the victim? Interesting.
Absurd, more like. Besides, it was dark and foggy.
So, somewhat like your version, then. Did you search the clubhouse?
What for? The murder took place outside.
So everyone knows the order. It's stepping on leaves, statue throws the spear, falls, arrives on balcony, and statue runs away. I'm using the True Achievements Guide. I think that covers it.
It looks as if Zacharias was killed the moment he approached the calendar, and killed by the spear from Tukunuman's statue that jumped from its stand and escaped over the wall.
Well, Holmes, your conclusions as my consultant?
My conclusions are approximate to Sir Charles's testimony.
Oh dear, you think the statue did it?
Everything points to the fact that the spear was thrown from the pedestal, and Mr. Greystoke appeared not to notice the killer.
Indeed. The journalists will be ecstatic about your version.
I would like to examine the victim and take a look at his belongings.
Oh, you've amused me at least, Mr. Holmes. Very well. I'll grant you authorization for the examination at Scotland Yard, but nothing more.
Here it is. Thank you for coming so quickly, Watson. Lestrade already has the victim's body in the autopsy room.
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
This spear came from the statue on the pedestal. Tissot watch, Swiss, 1855. An ordinary pencil. Money was left inside the wallet. Ah, Zacharias had already translated some symbols. The Mayan calendar. Here's a chance to have a closer look. Interesting. What are the symbols here? I'll need to redraw them. I could use this dictionary to translate the calendar's glyphs. They are the symbols that were drawn on the Mayan calendar. The papers from Zacharias' folder. They can help us to translate the Mayan message. Cursed will be anyone who disturbs the sacred temple. They will meet their death by the risen statue. Only the chosen will have mercy. It's not only a calendar, it's a curse. Zacharias Greystoke, a member of the club, was killed as the curse decreed.
Red eye. It looks like a serious infection.
It was a powerful throw. The spear pierced right through the body.
Traces of alcohol were found in the stomach. Apparently Zacharias had been drinking before his death. The coroner mentions in his report some specific cardiac and digestive system damage.
This is where the spear entered the body. The murderer aimed for the heart. The weapon must have been thrown by a strong and skilled person.
It's possible that the link between Zacharias and the curse is at the archaeological club. I'll need a search warrant.
These scars are old.
Aren't you supposed to be investigating those cases of yours instead of bothering me?
Good day to you too, Inspector. I have a small favor to ask of you, a search warrant to investigate the murder at the club.
No, no, and no.
Since I'm without the warrant, I should find something else to do. By the way, do you know if Sir Robin is currently in town?
I have no idea. And why on earth should you even think that I might know that?
Well, I believe I may have solved a case about, let's say, a salacious inspector.
No, it's not what you think. Nothing dishonorable happened. Go on then. Take your warrant.
So he refused to give you the search warrant?
Oh no, I've got it. I won't need you for a while now, Watson. I'll see you later.
Sir Charles, I have a search warrant. I would like to take a look inside the clubhouse.
I see. Here's the key, but I do protest.
I heard that Zacharias was killed by the statue spear.
Why won't you say...
It's Sir Charles Yellingham, the director of the club. Zacharias Greystoke. I wonder who this man is. Guatemala, 1881. I don't think this is a bowls tournament. The photograph appears to have been faked or damaged. I'll take it. Ah, Sir Charles was once a captain in the guard. Charles Yellingham has a large family. The 50th birthday of Lord Stevenson. A message to Sir Charles from Zacharias Greystoke, the victim. Interesting. It appears that the club is unable to pay its debts to the bank. The late Mr. Smith's collection. The late Mr. Blinkhorn's collection. The late Mr. Bromsby's collection. The late Mr. Roberts' collection. The late Mr. Sutherland's collection. These antiques look quite valuable. This piece has been cleanly and intentionally cut. It appears that it's a part of a gold statue from Guatemala. Solid gold. It's worth a fortune. These trunks have just arrived. They're from Zacharias Greystoke's antique collection. Interesting. The men who own these collections are all dead. This metal globe is very impressive. Some bits are missing. Some bits are missing. Sir Charles, you informed me that you didn't know why Mr. Greystoke was here at such a time.
That's correct. I have no idea.
But in fact you do. Mr. Greystoke wrote to you about him coming with another person to visit.
Ah, well, yes, that is right. He raised a scandal about the Mayan calendar, so he wanted to see me before the ceremony. But I don't know exactly what it was that he wanted, or who this other person he mentioned might have been.
You have a fine collection at your club, with one disturbing thing in common.
All the items are from our club members.
But only from deceased members, including Mr. Greystoke.
Well, yes, but it is a rule of the club that all our members undertake to donate their personal collections to us in the event of their death.
Zacharias Greystoke. It appears that part has been painted over. I need to find out what's underneath. Let's gently remove the paint with a soft cloth. Aha, there's another person in the photograph.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Look here. There's a person with a swollen eye who was concealed within this photograph. A dispute of some kind, do you think, Watson?
Possibly. But it appears to me a characteristic symptom of a rare tropical disease that is found in South and Central America.
South America! Brilliant, Watson!
Happy to help.
Is it deadly?
Well, there is a chance he survived.
I shall ask Sir Charles, but who knows what he'll say.
I have an idea. There is only one hospital for such illness. The Hospital for Tropical Diseases. I have friends who work there.
Oh, yes?
Well, the chances are slim, but I'll pay them a visit. If he's in London, they would have seen him.
I found this photograph on your wall. You're in it, but do you know who these men are? Particularly the gentleman with the swollen eye.
Oh, him. But that's poor Mr. Albeit. He died from fever during an expedition to Guatemala 14 years ago. We were searching a Mayan Quiche temple, but everything went wrong. We were unable to enter the temple and the expedition ended in disaster. I'm here, and here is Zacharias. And there is Bernard Marley, another member. He's over there, near the pedestal. By the way, he's the fellow who built that terrible statue. He created it, must have been 10 years ago.
Albeit was a club member. Where is his collection?
Well, the devil if I know. We never did locate it.
Poor Sir Charles. A crime at his club, it's a terrible thing.
Mr. Bernard Marley, I presume. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I have to ask you about an expedition to Guatemala.
Shh, not here. It's too dangerous. I'll give you my card. Visit me there where we can talk.
Just gonna try a random door here, just to see what these doors do.
I'm not expecting anyone. Mr. Holmes, you must forgive my escape at the club. It wasn't a safe place to talk.
And it's safer here.
Yes, better here. Not my office. I have secured my foundry, you know.
Ah, reassuring. Did you know Zacharias Greystoke, the victim?
Yes, he was a brave friend. Such good karma until yesterday.
Do you recognize the unwell man in this photograph?
By Jove, albeit. Yes, that's him. The poor fellow met his end in Guatemala. He was struck down by a terrible disease.
You were friends?
Not really, but he was an active member and a courageous man. Too courageous. You can't fight against the Quiche gods.
And what of the expedition? You were seeking a Mayan temple?
Yes, the temple of Tekun Uman. Another one of Charles's stupid ideas. We found it, but there was some kind of strange force that prevented us from entering. An evil aura. It was Tekun Uman's emanation. We could all feel it. Albeit's disease worsened suddenly. There was nothing we could do. And now, with Zacharias' death, the curse has reawakened.
After 14 years?
Prophecies are timeless. Even in the beyond, there is no escape.
Did Zacharias believe in the prophecy?
It is not a matter of belief, don't you understand? Zacharias was convinced that we could stop the curse by studying the calendar. What insanity! He sent me a message. He wanted us to visit the club and try to convince Charles to remove the calendar from the awards ceremony.
But you didn't go.
I knew Charles would refuse. Anyway, studying the calendar wouldn't help. Tekun Uman is far too powerful.
Your relationship with Charles Yellingham is...
not friendly. Well, it is reciprocal. You know, most of his expeditions are failures because he is too focused on his hypothetical career to be in politics.
He has political ambition.
Well, that would be an understatement. He has ambitions for the House of Lords, and the club is his means of achieving this. It's also the reason for his disastrous management. But he still succeeds in finding money. I wonder how.
What's your opinion on Tekun Uman's statue having disappeared?
I don't know, but I have nothing to do with it. Nothing.
But in fact you do. You made the statue.
That's true. But it was 10 years ago. You can't blame me for that.
Don't you think so? After all, it is the statue that is responsible for killing.
No, it's Tekun Uman. But who could imagine that a simple statue replica would be chosen by Tekun Uman? Nobody. I have to leave you now. I've got paperwork to do. And we've spoken too much. He could hear us. Tekun Uman. Well, goodbye then.
Apparently, Marley has built multiple statues of Tekun Uman. Something large and heavy was dragged here. Fresh scratches. There were 2 large boxes. A drawing of Tekun Uman. No oxidation. This metal arm has never been outside. It's not part of the bowling club statue. This mechanism is quite modern. All the gears are of good quality. Strange to find it in a foundry. 2 large boxes which were inside the warehouse. They were taken to Bernard Marley's office. It's probable that the missing crates contained pieces of Tekun Uman's statue. Marley is hiding something inside his office. I'll have to visit it, but at night, and with Watson. Caitlin's at Miss Alice's playing the piano. She disobeyed me.
Well, Holmes, I was inspired to... Oh, look here. The postman has made a mistake. He's delivered a letter addressed to Miss Alice.
Oh, he mistook 221B for 221C. Give it to me, Watson. I can't help myself. I must open this letter. Miss Alice planned to live here because of me. I need to have a talk with her as soon as possible. That's it.
Don't stop playing, Kate. I'm going to take some air on the balcony for a few minutes.
I need to speak with Miss Alice first. She's on the balcony. How about telling me why you came here in the first place?
Mr. Holmes, why do you ask? I hardly think that I'm accountable to you.
Since you extended an invitation to my daughter against my wishes, I believe that you are.
So said the father, cloaked in all his severity. My word, you almost frightened me.
You won't say that. Very well. Ask Caitlin to come home now.
Oh, poor child, let her play. Such insouciance. So useful for covering up disturbing secrets. And since you intend to hide the truth from her...
What?
We all have our secrets.
You...
But don't worry, Mr. Holmes. Caitlin is a sensitive child, and I like her enormously.
Alice, come back in. I can do it. See? You're wonderful.
I like to think that the feeling is mutual. We wouldn't want her to know of your secret, or for her to be unhappy. I have to go inside now.
Ah, Holmes, I entirely forgot. There's a man corresponding to the photograph who is a regular visitor at the Hospital for Tropical Diseases. His name is James Byron.
Are you sure? That's fantastic.
And we can visit him, but you should disguise yourself first. I'll introduce you as my colleague.
Watson, stay alert, and you'll need to be quiet. There's no space for this lock. There's no space for this lockpick. 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 This door is securely locked. I must find another way in. Something is blocking its path. I can't move this. Something is blocking its path.
It was the wrong wall we were at, just so everyone knows. We figured it out now.
I can't move it in that direction.
Watson, I need your help.
Hoping that means we did it. Oh, what the hell does this keep? Concentration, control. Shh. Alrighties. Alright, we made it. Now we gotta click on the chain, push forward and back on the left analog to build momentum, then press the button that appears on the screen when close to the balcony, and we should get the mechanical art achievement. Damn. Sherlock with the maneuvers.
Holmes, I'm here. Can you let me in?
Obviously for a dagger. Mayan period, I think. Marley is obviously an avid student of mechanics. There's a recurring theme that connects all of these sculptures. A Mayan pyramid. A slot. It appears to be part of some mechanism. I'll need a dagger to work the mechanism. This blank has too many defects. I'll need to start again. This blank has too many defects. I'll need to start again.
Third time's the charm. And there we have it. I guess you're allowed maybe 2-3 mistakes before it messes up. We can go stab the other dude with this, Watson. Start a whole new video game. Called Sherlock's Anger Management.
Another statue of Tikkun Uman. So, Bernard Marley built a mechanical globe. This globe has space inside. It should be possible to open it. It can move, but a part of the mechanism is missing. Be careful, Watson, unless you want to be speared by Tikkun Uman. The chain doesn't fit here. The chain doesn't fit here. The chain doesn't fit here. This part is in solid gold. It's worth a fortune. The statue is in 3 parts. Only the gold is original. Marley must have reconstructed the other 2. A piece of a map in metal. This object evidently connects to something else. It's almost daylight. The workers will be here soon. It's time to leave.
So we're about 2/3 or 3/4 done at this point, so everyone knows. Not really sure what I'll do about the next stream because we were supposed to be starting in 25 minutes, so I'll let you guys know. We might have to cut it short. We'll figure it out.
This should be the right place. Our man might be here.
Oh, Dr. Watson, may I help you?
Hello, Baird. My colleague and I are here to see Mr. Byron.
Ah, Byron. Yes, he's in a bad way. You'll find him in a cubicle on the window side.
Patients visit this department for treatment and then return home. Patients visit this Department of Tropical Diseases.
Mr. Byron?
More doctors? Please. I've just received my treatment. I need to rest a while before I leave.
We would like to ask you some questions about an expedition that took place 14 years ago.
An expedition? What expedition? You're wrong, I've never left London.
Is it not you in this photograph from Guatemala?
Guatemala? Tecuna man! Dr. Bear! Come here quickly, I don't feel well!
What on earth is going on? Please, calm down. I'm sorry, my dear colleagues, but Dr. Brunt is waiting to give Mr. Byron a private consultation. You can wait here.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Weren't you paying attention? We have to wait, but we'll take advantage of the situation. This address is almost invisible. He recently purchased Chinese tobacco. Our man passed by a circus.
Oh, you're still here?
Obviously. We're waiting for Mr. Byron. Is he not with you?
No, the gentleman left directly after his consultation. Oh, he forgot to collect his belongings.
Holmes, it seems that Albeit has escaped.
Obviously. And he knows that we are aware of his true identity. Quickly. I know how to find him. Thanks to the information I obtained at the hospital, I can now deduce where Albeit is hiding. We know that Albeit paid a visit to an opium den, a crowded market, and a circus. He also purchased some Chinese tobacco. Let's find a place in London where all four elements are close together. Now we need to find a street name ending in OOK. Here it is. 21D Brook Street. Watson, I believe we found Albeit's flat.
Do you hear that? Quick! We have to open this door.
The door's too strong and the lock is too solid to break with bare hands.
So, gotta go over here. We went ahead and we switched because this is quite a long mission, way more than I initially figured. So I'm gonna try finishing up here for us. There we go. This one you could reach over and open the dang door. There we go. So damn, what's going on in here?
I need something sharp to cut those ropes. If I cut those ropes, the curtains will fall and block the attacker's view. If I cut those ropes, the curtains will fall and block the attacker's view.
Damn son bitch.
This table could serve as cover. Watson, I'll try to reach those curtains to close them. Cover me.
That made no logical sense. I want to point out the guy was in cover up top. Did we kill him? Where is he? No. Bamboosh. That was a little confusing. Alright. Watch out, I almost got the boo-boo.
Watson, come here. He's behind the screen.
Achievement. Back against the wall, 30 gamer score, experience a hearty welcome.
Our assailant escaped using this rope. iron mounting rod is broken. The surface is damaged.
No! Don't kill me!
Calm down. It's over now. It's gone.
You? Oh. But why are you here? You're not doctors, are you?
No. Well, you're half right. Shall we remove these masks? Your true name is Albeit, is it not? You were a member at Charles Yellingham's club.
Yes, I was.
Can you tell us what happened here?
After your visit at the hospital, I quickly returned home. I was lying there on the sofa and felt an evil presence in the room.
An evil presence?
Never mind. It's probably the fever.
Or perhaps a living statue?
Yes. It was one of the double statues. I saw its shadow. I believed that it was searching for me, that it wanted to kill me. It was horrible.
As in Zacharias' murder, the statue came to life when its intended victim appeared in front of it. I must examine your residence. It may hold some clues. Tell us about your expedition to Guatemala 14 years ago?
It was in my former life.
What really happened there? You were said to have died.
I was ill with a terrible fever. I asked them to leave me there. I can't remember how. I only have flashes of memory. But by some miracle, I survived. I left an eye and one arm behind. It took me time. But at last, I managed to return to London.
Why do you use a false name?
That expedition signaled the end of my career. And my very life as I'd known it. I changed my name and my address. Now I'm weak and useless and alone. I'm a walking dead man.
Not for long.
Perhaps this was it. It was my curse to fade away little by little. Tekunu man's revenge.
You are aware of Zacharias' murder, are you not?
Yes, and quite aptly I read that he was killed with a spear.
Aptly?
Well, he practiced archaeology almost as though it were a sport, seeking adrenaline. Imagine his state of adrenaline when he died, him being the prey.
And who would have been the hunter?
Tekunu man? Whoever, whatever. It'll soon be over for me at any rate.
There's a locked door on the first floor. May I have the key for it?
All right, but there's nothing interesting inside.
Albiet's wife and son, I presume. This bed is very small. The interior seems well designed, but I cannot see it properly. This model forms a part of another, larger model. 1894. This model was created after the expedition to Guatemala. There's a little bed in the small room. It's being used.
Well, it is for my son, Gulliver. After my official death, my wife and he left for Glasgow. Upon my return, I installed this room.
So they know about you?
My boy Gulliver visits occasionally. But I wonder, what is the life of a crippled father? They will lose me again.
Mr. Albeit, what is this?
How? It's impossible. How did you find it?
Answer me.
17 years ago, I built a model of Tekenu Man's temple. We stored it inside the club's globe before leaving for the expedition. I've no idea if it's still there. While in Guatemala, I had dreams about a missing part. A pyramid. Then, when we entered the temple, I experienced vivid visions.
Wait a minute. You entered the temple?
Well, yes, we did. And we found the pyramid from my visions. But I was too weak. I was unable to solve the mystery of its entrance. I failed there. I always wanted to understand why. So upon my return...
You rebuilt this final part according to your visions and...
Nothing. But I'm dying, and at least my son will see that I did my best to complete my life's work.
So we're gonna run inside now.
I heard that Zacharias was killed by the statue's spear.
Now the model is correct and complete, and with a little brain work, I can imagine what took place. This model was built quite precisely.
So we're just doing these. As you guys can see, we got the full statement that we got prepared. So next, Club Debt, Greystokes collection. I mean that there's other collections. So next is Expedition and Mayan Calendar. Which brings us to another one. That there is no curse. And we're going with Unaware. So didn't enter an Albite version, the next one. Oh, Almighty's son escaped through a window. Almighty's model and his, not version, visions. Accident. But it doesn't matter. Temple model. Next is Almighty's visions and version. That lion, SOB. So Marley's work, facts about the crime. No automaton. So it's held in Almighty's house. Physical abilities leads us to attacks, which branch out into two new ones. Suspect is small, so it's obviously his son. And then mind calendar superstition, which go together pretty well. Like this. And it is fear. And there's only one left. So now we have to move on. A bunch of different rooms here that we're gonna have to deal with. Let's see. The first room will be a maze that we can solve by walking through the correct path. So here it is. We're gonna go forward, left, forward twice. Say forward, left, forward twice. Next, we gotta go left twice, forward 3 times, right 3 times. So left 2 times. Forward 3 times. Then we have to go, like I said, right 3 times. Next, we're gonna go back 3 times and right 2 times. Thought I followed it, but apparently we made a mistake. So, here we go again. Forward, left. Let's try this again. Forward 1, left 1, forward 2, left 2, forward 3, right 3, back 2, right 3, back 3, right 2, forward 5, forward 5, left 3, forward 2, left 2, forward. And there we have it, we made it. Little weird lag right there, let's continue on. Turn it once. No, I think we're officially screwed, guys. I don't know what to do. We made an incorrect prompt, and now it's completely misaligned, and apparently I can't commit suicide. Well, that's just great. I'm gonna try reversing what we did. This should put us back to where we were. Is this the door we entered? I can't see. Yep, that's the door. Okay, now we're good. We're pulling this one now. I got number 3. Just so everyone knows what we're doing. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We gotta pull number 3 at this point. Just use the walkway out there to the left for reference. number 2. So we had to turn pillar wheel 4, go down the path to the wall wheel, turn 6, go down the path, turn 5 and 3, then go down the path, and then turn 2 to get out. Just to give a quick rundown by voice of what you had to do, just to destroy any confusion. I fell. Come on, Sherlock. That was an easy little bunny hop. Basically, have to look for the parts that seem to hold solid. Wow. This one is ridiculous. So, we go this one. Go left to the end. We go up to here. We start crossing here, and eventually they'll open. This isn't good. Got stuck in a little pickle there, apparently. Oh my god, Sherlock, seriously. Clumsiest dude ever. Probably should have held off on coming to the Mayan ruins. Got some balancing skills first. that afterwards, so I got screwed right there. I was trying to find an alternative path because the path we took got us stuck last time. Excuse my language, but seriously, this game has a terrible thing where you step like an inch too close and you just fall to your death, completely unrealistically, as we're still standing on the damn platform. Got it. There we go. So we gotta travel through smiling statues, apparently. He's not smiling. And of course I go through the smiling statues and die anyway. Maybe I was too slow, I don't know. Like playing Crash Bandicoot for anyone who played that game back in like PlayStation days. And here it is. Here, let me get a picture real quick, as it's another possibility for our end screen for these streams. He doesn't look happy. It looks like Hitman or something.
The treasure of Takunuman. No keyhole or handle. There must be a way.
So, just so everyone knows, we have 1 through 5 on the left, 6 through 10 on the right, clockwise order. So we're going to start with 1.
This is the statuette that Bernard Marley, Sir Charles and Zacharias all shared. The calendar. It was here. So Zacharias, Sir Charles, and Marley have all known about this from the beginning.
So we're going with 1. Number 6. Three. And then we're off to number 8, should be this one right here. Number 10. Number 5. Numero dos. Then we're going over to 7. Next is number 4. These seem to be all the pictures from that code we found earlier, and pretty much we're just inputting them in. Last one is number 9, this weird looking thing. stuck over there, hence why he has no arm. They're some nice friends. So achievement, escape the perils of your imagination. Goal is I'm going to try and take the quickest break of my life after this and try and get on COD as planned. We are at least a half hour late. So sorry about that, I'll see what I can do. Sorry about any static, I was fixing the cable just so everyone's aware. So now we're in deduction mode. Clues, we only have 2 left. And they should all branch into Albite is guilty. Say we condemn him. Yes. He intended a murder, but his life was not taken, so he could have just chopped off his arm and could have left it to that. That would have been equal revenge, right? So if he chopped off his arm, I would have forgave him, but he killed the dude, so. It should be the case finale here, I'm guessing a cutscene or something.
Mr. Albeit. Oh, you're here with your son.
Yes, obviously.
We have to talk with you, and it involves the police.
I see. Gulliver, go across the road to Mrs. James. This is an adult conversation.
Hold on just 1 second, please.
A pygmy?
As I suspected. Albeit brought him back from Brazil. You were both slaves there and you escaped together, am I correct?
You are. We are companions through life to death. He's more like a brother to me.
It's clear enough now. You and your accomplice are guilty to the murder of Zacharias Greystoke.
They had to pay for what they did. If only I'd had the time to get all of them. But Gulliver only did what I told him.
It's for the judge to decide that. But given the nature of judges, I doubt that he will be lenient towards a pygmy who kills an Englishman.
So studying green. 19 clues found, condemned. We're going to accept decision. And we will accept this decision as it makes sense. Bamboosh, second case of the game complete. The Golem awakens, 70 gamer score, finish a study. In green case, that's going to conclude our playthrough of that. Real quick, I do want to see something real quick. We have Infinity case, which is next. Mary Sutherland's case, the case of the chain reaction, the Fever Dreams case, and that seems to be it. So it seems like there's 4 cases left, and we've done 2, so 6 total. I'm guessing that'll complete the game, and the rest of this should be all unlocked as we play. I don't believe many of them are missable. Like this one, obviously you just beat the game and you'll get that. And all that good stuff. The next Sherlock stream, I'm going to guess, is going to be in 2 weeks. But we'll keep you posted. Next weekend will be different, so the schedule will be on the website. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Would appreciate if you like and sub. Let us know if you enjoyed the video. Peace out.
there?